here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all how to get rid of unwanted and unnecessary custom content from your Sims 4 game. And to do that, we're going to use one software and one software only, and that is called the Sims 4 Tray Importer. To access the Sims 4 Tray Importer, you're going to need to go to LinaSims' website. That is where you'll find the download, and I will also link that for you in the description. But basically, there's a lot of instruction here on telling you exactly what the Sims 4 Tray Importer is used for. Goes into a little bit more of written detail than I like. I'm a visual learner, so I learn best from having something like a video in front of me and doing what the video is telling me to do. I do not like reading. But if you do, there is English, Spanish, and French instructions here for you. To start, you're going to download the file. And it's going to be this first one here. I think the second one is the beta version, but we're not going to worry about that. So just download it. I already have it. And we're going to open up the file. It is a zip file, by the way, so you'll need some sort of a zip file extractor. I use Renoir, and that is also free. You're going to click on the application and give your computer permission to do the setup for it, and basically just click here, going through the installation process, and then you also have the option to create a desktop shortcut, which I'm sure you'd want to do because you'll want to be able to access the Tray Importer at your convenience. I'm going to exit out of this because, like I said, I've already installed it. But once you have, you're going to click on your desktop shortcut, which mine is here. That's what it looks like. And actually, I often get that icon confused with the actual game icon. Yeah, don't do that. So we have it open here, but this is basically what it looks like. And everything that you have saved into your personal gallery or your tray files that you have installed into your game will show up here on the left side. This is everything that I have in my game. And off to the other side here, we'll show you like the most recent things that have been uploaded to the Sims 4 gallery. But I did want to mention that you can utilize the Sims 4 Tray Importer for many, many things. I've in the past used it for my creations that I've shared on the gallery to make custom thumbnails for those particular things, like my houses. I don't do it very often, and for whatever reason I thought it was time consuming, but it's really not. I was just being lazy. So if you want to have your own custom thumbnails, if you like to share creations on the gallery, that'd be something that you'd probably want to do. But yeah, that's something you could use it for. We're only going to be focusing on getting rid of CC, and I'm only going to be focusing on create a sim items in this particular video, because if I were to do my build by items and everything I have in there, that probably that video would run very, very long, because I'd have to sift through my entire catalog of custom content, because I have about 15 gigabytes as of right now, which is a lot of files. I think I'm at like 8 to 9,000. That is a lot, which is why I need to do this in a routine basis, and I'm not doing it as often as I should be. So I'll eventually off camera go back and I'm sure find other things in Create a Sim that I know I can part with and delete it from my game. But I will meet you guys once I have my game once I have my game up and running and we're in CAS, and I'll explain to you what we're going to be doing. Alright, so we're in CAS, and I'm utilizing the sim that was automatically generated, but basically the concept is you want to start with a good base. You don't want to have a sim that has CC on already when you go to put the CC that you're not wanting on the sim, because that's essentially what you're doing. Everything that you don't want, we're going to put on the sim, utilizing all the clothing categories. So we're getting as much CC on the sim as possible that we don't want. And if you're finding that there's still more after you've utilized all the clothing categories, just add another base sim to the household. So start with a sim that has on absolutely nothing. They're just completely bare, no makeup or anything like that. And right now, like you can see, I'm going through all of the lipsticks and eyeshadows and all the makeup that I don't think I want anymore. And I still see that there's some that I missed, so I'm gonna have to go back and do this again because I know that there is some stuff that I can continue to part with, and I'm just being lazy or feel like, oh well, I'll use it eventually. I always say that in the back of my mind, I'll get to it eventually, which I'm thinking in terms of, because I do want to start making creative sim videos. So I'm like, maybe I'll hang on to that because I'll use it in the future. But that, no, delete it, because 9 times out of 10, if you really really want something, you'll go back and download it. That's how I view it, at least. But I'm going through these custom eye colors I have that I know I don't ever use, and just put it all on the sim. It's a very tedious process, which is why I don't do it as often as I should. But I guarantee you, if you're doing this even on a weekly basis, you'll notice that you're not holding on to as much stuff, because I have a serious problem with that. I'll be the first to admit I have a problem. So, and when you're all done, you're basically just going to save the sim to your gallery. So you're gonna have to name it, of course, and give it traits, but none of that stuff is going to matter. I pick a name like Unwanted CC and save it as that. So whenever I go to the Sims 4 tray importer, there it is. It shows up as Unwanted CC, and it's very easy for me to find. I have a lot. And the thing that I like to do, if I've, because there are a lot of, I have a lot of recolors too for stuff that I download. I have the mesh, which I may not necessarily like, but you have to keep it in your game for your recolor to work and show up properly. But like recolors, after a while, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it anymore. But if there's still like some swatches that I think I like, I'll hang on to it, which is why you saw me sifting through some of those skirt color options, because I'm like, okay, well, I don't like that the thumbnail photo, but there are some other options that I feel like I would use, so I'll keep it. Yeah, I'm just going through accessories and stuff. Now, like I said, there's still plenty of more. I don't even think I went through like bracelets and rings and all of that stuff. I completely skipped over that, but you'd want to go through all of that too to make sure you're getting rid of every single thing that you don't want. Just so you're not doing this multiple times in one sitting, because that just makes no sense. You want to do it all at once and get it over with. Named her Unwanted CC, and basically that's what you do. And we're gonna go back to the tray importer now. Alright, so we're back at the Sims 4 tray importer. You have that open, and the first thing you'll see is the sim we just made, or you just made, with the unwanted items that you no longer are. I feel like I got a good amount of stuff, but it's nowhere near what I was capable of getting. I was just being very lazy. And you are able to view the thumbnail of the item that the sim is wearing if you click on it. But that's what I'm doing. And how you're going to go about deleting this is you click the very first top CC item, and then you shift click the very bottom one, and that will highlight everything. And show in containing folder, you get that from right clicking over the CC, and your mods folder will pop up, and everything is highlighted that you don't want, and you just permanently delete it and it's gone. Very, very simple. And to delete the sim directly from Tray Importer, you do actually have the option to do that. I'm just kind of showing you the different tabs. You can see the sim. And that thumbnail, the main sim thumbnail that you see whenever you go and you save the sim, that's what you could actually change that and make that a custom photo. I'm going to go back, and I'm actually looking to make sure that it was all deleted, everything that I did not want, and it is. Because the sim tray file is still saved to my game, everything that I don't have is showing up red. And now I'm showing you how to delete the actual tray file, which you click on the Files tab and you click on Show in Mods folder, and then that particular household tray file will pop up in your tray file folder, and you permanently delete that too, and then the sim is gone, and so is that CC, and we're done. Very, very simple. I hope it was. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope this video is able to help somebody because sometimes instructions aren't very clear. I know having a visual helps me out a lot, and sometimes my explanations, I hope they weren't too bad or rushed, and feel free to rewind this as many times as you need to see exactly what I did. But I thought it's easy and I find it useful. But I appreciate you guys for watching and listening to me, and I will see you in my next